Welcome to the Austin Method, where we help you develop the skills of square dancing. This segment is called Behind the Scenes. This is where we share things with you other than the skills we're already sharing in the Austin Method. So here's the deal. Flourishes. What are they? Why do they exist? What do we do with them? How do they get passed? These are all things we're going to try and answer here. So flourishes are things that dancers pretty much pass from dancers to dancers. Sometimes the callers will teach them, but in general, it's a dancer thing. Flourishes can be as simple as twirling out of a swing. They can be spins and kicks. They can be bumps. We used to do a thing where we'd clap and put our hands up and twirl and bump on Weave the Ring. I haven't seen that in a long time, but that was a lot of fun. Nowadays, Weave the Ring, there's a lot of high fives at every other dancer. So there's all kinds of things that you can do as a flourish that are just little things that are often very club specific. Our club always does Flourish X. And they're things that don't require the participation of the other dancers typically. So if two of you know how to do a flourish, when you come together, you do that flourish, but the rest of the square doesn't need to participate. Which brings up when not to flourish, okay? So if your square is dancing really well, flourish away. But if you're in a struggling square, even if two of you are doing great and the other three couples aren't doing so well, that doesn't mean the two of you can just be doing flourishes. And the reason is because those struggling dancers are A, going to be distracted by your flourishes, and B, their brains are looking desperately for any excuse why they're not the ones making the mistake. And believe it or not, they will blame the people doing the flourishes for the mistakes that they made. So if you're in a struggling square, cut back or downplay or don't even do the flourishes you might normally do. Flourishes are things you add to a very successful square, and it's part of finding the perfect tip. You know, we go a long time with normal everyday tips, a few bad tips, and then every now and then you have a tip that is just wow, blows you away, and you spend the next 2 months looking for that experience again. It's kind of like a high. So know your audience, know what the rest of the square is doing, recognize when people are struggling, and don't distract them with the flourishes. Don't give them the opportunity to think that or not recognize their own need to improve their square dancing skills. So flourish responsibility, have a blast, add it to those great tips that'll make them even greater, share them with each other, experiment, and we'll have a lot of fun. Make sure to like and comment before you go. This is the way YouTube tells other people that you found this material engaging one way or the other. Comments are always appreciated. Likes and shares, of course, are much appreciated. And remember, however well-informed and carefully considered they may be, the opinions expressed here are solely my opinions and don't necessarily reflect the opinions of others involved in this production. Thank you for visiting the Austin Method. We hope to see you on the dance floor soon.